Welcome back to Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and right now we're gonna go over AMC stocks. So we're looking at AMC here on the daily time frame, and we got crushed today, down almost 15%. On a chart basis, we did have a gap to fill here at around 1139, and we did fill that gap, but then we also broke down from a very key level of support. And so I'm gonna zoom this in a little bit onto the 30-minute time frame so we get some better look at what's actually happening here. So this $11 line was this range that initiated a momentum play for AMC, and so when we broke it right here, it was an easy play. We got caught up at resistance twice. It was an easy sell, and now we are here again back at this level. And so as long as we are below $11, there should be no rush or hurry to be jumping into AMC. And so now that we are below a very crucial $11 support line, there are a couple things that I want to mention here on AMC. The first thing I want to mention is our MACD. So our MACD right here looks like it's about to cross over to the downside, and that looks extremely bearish. However, AMC could have a nice couple days and we could get a bounce off our signal line, and that would be extremely bullish. However, the way the trajectory right now looks for this MACD looks like we are going to cross and lead to more downside. And so this is not an area where you want to be buying the dip. A simple way that I like to gauge the MACD is when we have a positive MACD, we have a stock on an uptrend. And so when we get a dip like we did right here, this is a level where you buy up the stock on a dip because it's on an uptrend. And so when we break down and our MACD turns negative, that means it's extremely bearish and that we are on a significant downtrend and do not catch the falling knife. And so this MACD is a very strong indicator. And so when we break this to a negative level, we know there's going to be a lot more downside, and we know that this is going to take a while to bottom. However, when we curl up right before we turn negative, that becomes a buy the dip on an uptrend stock. And so if we look at the future outlook of AMC, there aren't too many things that get me excited about the stock, not in the short term or in the long term. And so when we start to get a crossover like this to the downside, this is a perfect time to reassess your position in AMC and look at it and tell yourself what makes you bullish about this stock long term. If you are extremely bullish on the stock, then this is not a spot that you want to be buying. You want to see your MACD come back down, stay positive, and that is when you want to buy the dip on AMC. And so when I'm looking at AMC, I just see a stock with a ton of short interest and an army of people trying to squeeze the shorts. And so that is not a strong foundation for a stock on an uptrend. And so I would not be surprised on the slightest if AMC turns down, we see a negative MACD, and we get an intense crossover to the downside. And that would be extremely bearish, and that would lead to a lot more downside on AMC. And so is that about to happen? I can't tell you that. All I am saying right now is the MACD looks like it's about to cross over to the downside. We broke down a key level of support at $11. And so right now the setup does not look great at all. It looks extremely bearish in my opinion. We haven't got a back test of our 50 SMA. And just remember, when a stock is above its 50 SMA, it's on a great uptrend. And so with AMC, this is not a traditional stock with traditional fundamentals. This has been pushed by a lot of different factors outside of AMC itself. And so it would not be shocking at all if we get a back test of this 50 SMA. And so with AMC, that is probably the worst case scenario, but right now should be a time where all investors are reassessing their position on AMC, because this right here does not look good in the short term. So if we do bounce off this signal line, that would coincide with maybe 2 or 3 green days, and then that would look bullish again. But as of right now, this is not a play that I would want to be in, and it's not a play that I'm in. I've been trading this stock, and this stock I've been blessed to say has been probably the best stock I've ever traded in my life. And so I have gone through the mistakes and the bag holding of a lot of different stocks. And so those people who are getting into AMC and are mad because someone else is making money, just remember that person who's making money has taken multiple L's in the same type of plays. And so the fact that it all came together here for me personally on AMC is a very great blessing, and it does let me know that I am learning from my mistakes, because again, I've been caught with a lot of stocks that I've been bag holding, that I would hold on the way up and then I would hold while it goes down and eventually sell for a loss because it hasn't gone anywhere in so long. And so that is kind of my 2 cents here on AMC. Does look a little bit shaky in the moment. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like. We are on the road to 10K subs, so if you made it to this point, feel free to hit that subscription button. This is Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.